You ready for a bullish XRP video? We've got you covered, guys, right here, right now. In this one, we're going to give you a full list, 6 reasons why I am so bullish on XRP over the next 4 to 6 months, followed by a look at where we are currently on the charts. So if you guys are ready, lock in for that. Let's dive in. Make sure you guys hit me with an X or an XRP right now in the comment section so I know you guys are live, so I know you guys are here. We're talking about XRP, price potential, bullish scenarios, what is exciting right now about XRP, Ripple, etc. We've got you covered. Smash that like button. Let's run this thing up. I want this thing to reach the masses, and let's get into it. Why XRP could be the strongest investment of any top 10 crypto right now over the next 4 to 6 months. Let's start right at the top. Number 1, regulatory clarity in the United States of America. Ripple already scored a major win versus the SEC back in 2023 when XRP was deemed not a security. Now, we're working out the kinks on the institutional side, and the market expects a final resolution completely soon. Looks like they're just going to pay a fine. This is going to potentially open the door for institutional adoption. And right alongside that, how we're going to get that institutional adoption, what it looks like, well, we got to talk about the XRP ETF buzz. That's number 2. With BTC and ETH ETFs already approved, XRP is among the next candidates for approval. Deadlines are approaching, coming up in October. Even the speculation of an ETF for XRP right now is driving strong retail and institutional flows. What's going to happen when we actually have an ETF for XRP? This could certainly be a bullish catalyst. Number 3 is Ripple and what they're doing in the partnership game, what they're doing in the acquisition game. Ripple has ties with global banks, payment providers, governments even, and their on-demand liquidity usage is growing like crazy. This is showing us that there's real-world utility beyond speculation. Their recent acquisition of Hidden Road was massive. Recent partnership with Gemini for the XRP card, giving 4% cash back rewards. This is creating real, growing utility for the XRP token. Then we've got to get into number 4, the macro tailwinds. The Fed right now is signaling interest rate cuts, guys. This historically is very, very bullish for crypto, very bullish for risk on assets. We usually see that when the Fed decides to cut interest rates, historically it drives capital into risk on assets like crypto. Liquidity injections benefit utility-driven assets like XRP, and I think they're going to really, really help those assets that are ISO compliant, which XRP is. Those assets that are US based, which XRP is. Those assets that are RWA focused. Checks all the boxes. And then we got to talk about the technical setup. That's number 5. XRP is consolidating right now under major resistance levels. We'll take a look at the chart here in just a minute. And a breakout back up above the $3 level with some force could trigger a strong rally. We're toying around with that $3 psychological level right now, trying to get our feet from under us. The whole market is, but the technical setup still looks very good. We're comfortably above our 200-day moving average, which is the most key moving average to watch when you're looking at the macro wins. Now, lastly, I want to talk about the global payments narrative for a minute. All right. I want to talk about the global payments narrative. Cross-border payments are broken, slow, and expensive right now. Everybody knows it. Ripple and XRP are the best positioned as the bridge currency for, yes, CBDCs and international transactions. Any big government announcement here could be a moonshot catalyst that could take us to higher levels. Now, I'm not saying that XRP is going to $1,000, $100 tomorrow. That's not my flavor. We were accumulating XRP at 50-cent levels. I think there are strong reasons. I just gave you 6 why XRP could be a strong investment play in the next 4 to 6 months. and why I think XRP could break out. Do I still think we can get to $7 to $10 this cycle? Yes, I still like those levels. Those levels I still like a lot. But let's dive into the chart here and see what kind of story this is showing us here. And I'll put myself right there, give a nice little viewpoint, vantage point here. This is the daily chart on XRP, guys. You can see here we're kind of just coiling up right around the $3 level currently. We've been as low today as 286, yesterday right in the same range. You know, we've closed down to 275 a couple different times here in the last month. But all in all, we're pretty much range bound. We've popped up to 335, almost 340 a couple times. But the real story here is that XRP is showing strength after the big move up from $2. We couldn't get off that $2 level for a really long time. Then we got really cooking. This was the buy signal down in here at 240. We went from 240, you know, all the way in a 2-week span up to 355, 360. That was a 47% move. If you were an XT Algo member, you were all over this. You guys can still get in to XT Algo, by the way. That's our trading software. You were all over this if you're already a subscriber here with XT Algo. There's a link down below. Make sure you check out the discount code. Super easy to use indicator that's going to get you into plays early. When big caps move, small caps, we got you covered. So that was the big move. And now, of course, there's going to be a little retrace, you know, from up here at 375, 380, even wicked up there, back down to 275. Now we're just kind of range bound, caught somewhere in no man's land, kind of waiting for the next big catalyst. But I mentioned it to you guys, the big things we're looking at, the 6 things we're looking at in particular right now for XRP. And we'll highlight them here briefly again. Regulatory clarity in the United States, bullish. XRP ETF buzz, bullish. Ripple's expanding partnerships and acquisitions, bullish. Macro tailwinds, Fed, signaling rate cuts, bullish. The technical setup looks great. The global payments narrative, the RWA narrative, the ISO compliant, US based narrative, all the narratives are adding up. This is why, in a nutshell, why I really, really like XRP to see some bigger levels here within this broader crypto uptrend. I'm hoping we get a blow off top here in Q4, and it's on everybody then to either realize their gains or obviously, you know, if you're playing a longer game, maybe take a little bit off the table, leave some in there. That's on you guys. Obviously, everybody's got their own 2 cents in terms of what they want to do there. But I appreciate you all for watching the video. Thank you guys so much. Could not do it without you. Look forward to seeing you in the comment section and look forward to this video getting over 1,000 likes so the entire XRP army wakes up and sees what's potentially on the horizon. Thank you guys so much. See you in the next video. Peace out.